Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Tuesday, May the 17th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out today, over the next several days. This reading may or may not be for you, so I do ask that you please only take with you the messages that resonate and leave behind the rest. We're going to talk about some of these moon aspects. So we do have the moon now in Sagittarius, which is indicating states of transcendence, bigger picture thinking, especially after that huge, powerful eclipse energy with the scorpionic energies. So we do have the moon in Sag forming a trine to Venus today at 17 degrees 12, a square to Mars in Pisces at 24 degrees 54, and then the moon is also going to square up with Neptune today at 24 degrees 59, along with a sextile to Saturn at 24:59. So what I kept hearing this morning, meditating on these energies, was bringing justice wherever it is needed. So this could indicate personal justice or collective karmic justice. So Venus trine the moon is a very positive aspect. So it's kind of asking us to bring forward new positive emotional experiences in our life. And so I feel many in the Divine Feminine Collective are likely feeling this deep sense of peace and inner harmony. I feel happiness and good communication. So I feel the energy with Venus trine the moon is very attractive. We do need to remember Venus is in Aries. So Aries is all about the self. So I feel this is a great time to improve your life, to improve your appearance. It's a very nice energy of experiencing deep inner harmony, I feel, for many of the Divine Feminine Collective. And successful financial activities is another energy that came through. So Venus is a very fast-moving planet, and Venus is all about love, relationships, and finances. So this transit, we're going to feel it for a couple of days. And so this influence really is not that long lasting. So it's not going to bring a lot of significant events to the surface. But the influences of the other planets, especially with the moon being a soft planet, it is related to rest and relaxation. So I feel many of the Divine Feminine Collective are being encouraged to rest, to relax, and to embrace that state of inner peace and harmony in the energies today. So this is a great day to devote yourself to experiencing the pleasantries of your life. It's really not a good energy of putting in a lot of serious efforts. I know I'm still feeling very low. I'm not going to say low vibration, but it's just a very sombering energy. It's not a very get up and go type energy that I've kind of been sitting in. But thankfully I did get a lot of good sleep last night. So I kind of feel, the positive energy of this transit is saying, you don't have to put a lot of effort in. It's kind of time to just take a step back and relax a little bit and to feel peaceful. It's about doing nothing and enjoying doing nothing. So many of us play into this over productivity, and that's really not healthy for the journey as well. So with the moon, forming that trine to Venus, it's a very harmonious energy. But then with the moon square Mars, this is like a very hard aspect. So what I kept hearing was go your own way. That song, you can go your own way. So it can be a very self-centered energy, to be honest. So I feel many of the masculine collective are playing into a lot of self-centeredness and their irrespective notions when it comes to the impact that this self-centeredness has on others is going to bring forward a lot of aggression, I feel, aggression when it comes to gaining selfishly. So I feel the Mars energy is kind of bring forward this refusal to make adjustments or to reach a level of compromise with others. And it can bring a very demanding energy to the surface. So we cannot deny the validity of others' feelings is a big message. And I think get ready for instincts to clash with emotional needs and in order to trigger this will to take action. So I feel a lot of the divine masculine collective is feeling very confused in regards to which choice to make in the energies today. And this is going to lead to increased frustration in the energies. And so the divine masculine may try to be very forceful and aggressive, especially when it comes to the karmic women in his life. It's this macho energy, and a lot of these masculines are very egoic in that macho mania energy. And so I think a lot of the divine masculines have a disregard to the understanding of the sensitivity of the female temperament. So it's creating this oppressing energy when it comes to asserting raw power without any ounce of sympathy or empathy. So it can be this over-identifying energy coming forward for many of the masculines. And so this really is opening up a doorway opportunity. And I notice 555, expect some big changes coming up here. Opening up a doorway of opportunity when it comes to advancing in life and growing through taking appropriate action. But it's going to bring up all kinds of challenges when it comes to the masculine keeping his ego in check. And it's going to really highlight where he's had this inability to deeply emotionally connect with another. So, and then with the significance of the moon square Neptune, you know, the dream-like radiance of our intuition, imagination, and subconscious is going to create a lot of tension with the Neptunian mystical radiance of the occult and the spiritual world on some levels. So get ready to face some challenges with that square aspect, especially when it comes to discrimination. Discriminating between reality and unreality, fantasy and illusion and truth. So you might have a hard time differentiating between fact and fiction in the energy, and facing some negative consequences as a result of some past actions. Bringing justice wherever needed is likely to create a sense of confusion if these energies are not correctly perceived within our consciousness. So it's going to bring forward a lot of volatile and tidal wave of emotions, like a tsunami of emotions and feelings. And all of this is going to be intertwined with the Neptunian fantasies. And so perceptions are going to be a little bit warped today, is what I feel. And the energy is attempting to warp your actual reality. So it's going to bring forward this deep source of conflict within any relationships that are not balanced. And the energy is insisting to not keep going against the grain. So it's a very antagonistic energy coming forward, especially when it comes to reality and memory that might be threatened by others, especially some close family members and intimate relationships. So it's really good if you understand your own nature. That's the very first step towards being tolerant of others' weaknesses and strengths in the energies today. And so there's like this psychological warfare going on, is kind of what I feel in the energies, and this deep need to kind of release all of these pent-up emotional tensions that are below the surface. And it really is essential to release these energies because it's a lot of psychosomatic energies coming through, is what I feel. And get ready for a sudden emotional explosion or outburst when it comes to these pressures. And I'm hearing under pressure. So when we repress, this explosion of emotions can be more damaging than healing. So, and then later today with the moon sextile Saturn, we got to remember Saturn is our very strict teacher about structure, order. It is about commitments, partnerships, accountability, integrity, and all that good stuff. So that transit is going to calm down some of the chaos, I feel, to help us have that clear state of mental alertness. So the moon sextile Saturn is a very positive aspect, and it's going to be a good energy to finally express these deep, serious emotions of love. So it's likely that somebody is going to come forward and express these deep-seated emotions. And it is about loyal commitment. So are you in a loyal, committed partnership, or are you two separating, is a big question, because the energy is elevating and expanding this deep sense of duty embracing high moral values, being responsible and being accountable for ourselves. So justice energy coming through today. We're going to jump in with the cards and we're going to see what other energies come through. Me talks, beautiful. And so this is where we go through this detox energy of people, places, and things, and we clear our energy field. And so there's that deep, quiet meditation and stillness with the Venus trine the moon energy. So solitude, stillness, because we are detoxing our lives of all of these toxic soul contracts, any outside sources that really are preventing us from stepping into this overflow of an unlimited abundance. So, you know, many in the collective, we keep living in this lack mentality, a state of fear. And we're kind of coming into this conscious awareness that, you know, the universe is our partner. And when we co-create with these cosmic energies, that's when we can reach a state of balance and we can tap into the unlimited abundance of these universal energies. So we're going to see what needs to come through with this deck. So the universe is your partner. And it's kind of time to replenish that empty well. So where have you been depleted emotionally, energetically? I'm going to read that out of the book because we cannot keep pouring from an empty cup. You cannot fill another's cup if your cup is running empty. So the well runneth dry is what I just heard my guide say. So it is feeling like a tower energy, and get ready for a revelation when it comes to some unmarked territory for your own spiritual journey. So we're going to see what else needs to come through with this empty well, because it's feeling like a rock bottom energy, and it really is time to replenish your energy reserves, because I know I got taken down pretty hard there the last couple of days with the full moon energy. So the energy is heralding a time of change, a need to take action, and to find your true authentic voice. So somebody here is resonating at a very high frequency, and then we get the dragon's horde on the bottom of the deck. So that's all about protecting the future for all of the future generations. And I feel luck and right timing is on our side, and I feel there's a big shift when it comes to the many masks that we all wear. So many of us play different roles in our lives. I'm a mother, I'm a healer, I'm a reader. So we wear many masks, and, you know, my energy channeling messages is different than my energy being a mom. So, you know, depending on the many masks that we wear, who is that true authentic person below the surface? So I feel get ready for somebody's true self to be revealed, and it might require you to dive deep into the shadows in order for you to uncover all of these deep-seated emotions. So it really is time to replenish our reserves as a collective. And the energy is speaking of big, massive changes. It's, you know, it's like the horseman. So it's about taking that valiant action, embracing that valiant courage to take action, and to have confidence in your authenticity, to have confidence in your truth, knowing that you truly are a magical being. So it's like Excalibur's sword. And when we step into our authentic truth, that's when we can resonate at this very high frequency and call in a life partner that is going to match our vibration. We can call in our true soul family. But let's dig a little bit deeper with the book, guys, and let's read into this empty well. 16, indicating a big tower energy. So let's just see here. I also feel many have been refusing the call recently, and I feel it's coming to terms with, hey, there's nothing left here to learn in this cycle, in this relationship cycle. So it's kind of time to replenish yourself and to stop watering yourself down, to stop diminishing yourself to please another. So big message. Where are you a people pleaser? I know I don't people please anybody. You get what you see. And if you don't like it, then I guess I'm just not your kind of people. So there's nothing left here for you to learn. The well is dry. The well has run dry. And there's no more fertility wherever somebody is at. And it's kind of time to face this harsh reality and to finally move on. So it's like facing the reality that, hey, this is over. This probably has been long dead and gone, and somebody's been holding on to something that's needing to be released when it comes to these big, big changes. So I feel have gratitude for the lesson. Thank the universe for the experience, and allow your spiritual guides to herald you forward towards your next destination. So I think get ready to say a very painful goodbye to somebody or something that was likely a pivotal part of your life, but the energy is insisting on change. It's time to change. To quit playing games is a big message. So when you stop diminishing yourself and watering yourself down to people please others, or if you've made yourself feel small for the sake of another, it's kind of time to take back your power. There's likely been a lack of reciprocity in a connection here, a lack of equal giving and receiving. And so it's kind of time to reclaim back your power, to reclaim back your truth, and to release something that just doesn't belong to you. If it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. And if you hold on to it, all it's going to do is delay the people that are meant to come into your path next. So a lot of shadows being cast in a direction that's really not of your making, that's not in your best interest. So I feel it's time to kind of get real and to dispel all of this negativity in order to release all of these shadow projections. So get ready for somebody to project a lot of their shadow aspects onto you in order to confuse your actual reality today. So I think it's kind of time to grab that spiritual shovel and to dig yourself out of this very uncomfortable situation, because it's kind of time to dig yourself out of this hole that you made. There's nothing left there to be learned. There's nothing left there for you. So I feel if you do not exert your energy when it comes to going in a new direction, your resources are likely going to keep dwindling away, and there is going to be an amplification of this truth in order for you to step into these new energies. So I think get ready to go into the depths of your heart, and we all know how painful endings are, but it's kind of time to take action, time to take action in a new direction towards these holy grail unions and speaking that truth. And so I feel somebody is trying to find their confidence to maybe come forward with some communication, because I do feel a connection here where the two of you are resonating on the same frequencies. So let's get a couple more messages. Yeah, it is what it is. And sometimes you just kind of got to throw your hands up in the air and say, hey, it is what it is. That door's been closed and there's no going back there, because I'm planting my seeds in another direction. I'm planting roots of abundance for the future. And so I feel a situation where you've likely struggled financially, and it's kind of time to enter into those uncharted territories, and we got to jump into the void without really knowing what's next. And it can be an emotional battlefield when we close out a major chapter in our lives, but this is where we do that deep inner reflection and we really see into the soul of who we are in order to embrace our true authentic nature. So we'll get a couple more cards and see what else needs to come through. So tender embrace. I think get ready to say a very painful goodbye in the energies, because somebody is being uncaged, and this is about a loving connection. So, you know, it is very painful to master these life lessons, but it was about wisdom, it was about growth, and I feel this has been a very long and draining journey when it comes to mastering a karmic lesson, when it comes to uncaging your heart from a very toxic trauma bond. So somebody's been all caged up in a situation, and I feel this heart activation, this higher heart activation, stepping into karmic freedom in order to close out a major cycle. And it is about love, it is about relationships. And somebody's got their ears wide open, and I think they've had them shut. They've not wanted to listen to this truth. They've not wanted to acknowledge that a major lesson has been learned. And I feel gratitude for the lesson is going to be needed. Gratitude for the lesson. I also feel somebody's dealing with a fox in the den, somebody that is very untrustworthy. So Get ready to be uncaged. There's a major cycle closing out when it comes to an ending in order to bring forward a new beginning. And this is about protecting the future generations, and teaching them a better way of living. So let's jump in with some tarot. I think we're going to go with the Gilded Tarot today. We're going to just use the Gilded. So, oh my God, bottom of the deck, we got a King and a Queen of Wands. True pair, usually, but then we got this Devil underneath that with the Six of Cups. So, Eight of Cups. So it is feeling like a toxic trauma bond. I think two people that had a lot of passion for one another, likely built out of the lower chakras. Aries, Leo, Sag doesn't have to be. And I think somebody's held on because of a very toxic trauma bond, like I talked about. There's definitely something toxic here, whether it's, you know, a sex addiction, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, or a deep-seated trauma bond. And I think because of all of the memories of the past, I feel a connection where this is likely rooted in some negative childhood patterns. And sometimes we cling to things that aren't healthy because it reminds us of our childhood. And just because it reminds us of our childhood does not mean that it's a healthy connection. So there is a connection that is needing to be walked away from. And I think at one point in time, you saw this as your perfect match, your perfect person. I think there was a lot of, you know, passion, lustful passion here. And it's kind of time to break free, to understand that nothing stays the same. Everything changes. And I feel somebody's been dealing with a lot of regret, remorse, guilt, and shame in this connection when it maybe comes to some third-party interference. So I kind of feel the passion is running out. Get ready for a clashing of the minds in the energy. I think at one point in time, you thought this was going to be your happily ever after. But I feel somebody's been watering a dead tree, trying to bring something back to life when it's just not meant to work out. And sometimes, you know, we have to accept that it's just not meant to work, no matter how much we thought we were meant to be together. Perhaps it's time to walk away from this very toxic cycle in order to, you know, go after what it is that you do deserve. I feel a feminine here who is likely very loyal and a very smug masculine energy, thinking he rules the roost. And I kind of feel this feminine is getting ready to kind of turn her back. So let's see what needs to come through when it comes to a 9-card spread. So it is about community efforts, working together within the community. And there's going to be a big revelation when it comes to some hidden emotions. There's a secret coming to light. Get ready to receive a message, and it's going to create all kinds of conflicting energies in order for a rebalancing. Somebody was definitely giving to more than one with the Six of Pentacles. What did I write down? Bringing justice wherever needed. And that's that Six of Pentacles energy. So a karmic rebalancing in order for a brand new cycle in love. And the Fool takes nothing with him, not the emotional baggage. Somebody might even just be packing up their car full of clothes and piecing out. They're feeling really foolish, I feel. And maybe there was a lack of loyalty, but there's definitely going to be some secrets revealed when it comes to a foundation where I think at one point in time, the two of you likely worked very well together. But I think it's kind of time to move on. Get ready to get in the driver's seat and go in a new direction. You're going to want to master your emotions. Somebody here is mastering their emotions, Cancer energy. So we're going to see what needs to come through for the collective today. But it's kind of time to replenish that well, because there is a brand new spiritual connection trying to come in here. But somebody didn't put the work into it in the past. I think there was a lot of passion, a lot of sparks, and somebody didn't put the work in. So I feel the withdrawal, not putting in any more work in this connection because there was manipulation. Somebody was a master manipulator in a connection where I think the two of you saw eye to eye at a certain point in time. I'm feeling Pisces energy, Gemini energy coming through. And there is big love trying to come in, but I think somebody has been trying to deceive somebody when it comes to a cycle that's needing to close out, because there's resistance to closing out a major cycle. And there is going to be an unexpected choice in love today, because somebody's getting ready to lay down a long-standing burden with their Empress, coming in for that higher level of commitment, breaking free from something very toxic with a Queen of Wands that I think has brought a masculine to his knees. Wow. Okay. In the past, we got the Two of Cups. We got the Ace of Wands, and then we get the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So a missed opportunity, a false start. Somebody didn't put the work into what could have been a deep spiritual union where two people did see eye to eye. There was passion, there was love, and somebody didn't put in the work. They did not put in the work. You know, they had a golden opportunity in their hands. They didn't put in the work, and either they manipulated a situation or somebody manipulated them when it comes to some big, big love here. Ace of Cups, Holy Grail union. Somebody sees clearly now where they want to give their cup to, because below the Ace of Cups is the Lovers. So somebody's got a big decision to make, a decision between two, between this Queen of Wands and this Empress. So I do feel there was a soulmate pair in the past with the King and Queen of Wands. And I think something turned toxic. Maybe the Queen of Wands was a lustful temptress. It doesn't have to be a woman. But I feel somebody got tempted and they withdrew from a deep spiritual connection here. And there's going to be some karmic repercussions for this abuse of power. Somebody was not willing to shed their old ways to bring in the new. And they definitely missed out on a golden opportunity with a very high vibration soulmate. So get ready for something to come back from the past, because there is a cycle here needing to close out. And somebody's not wanted to face this truth. They've had the rose-colored glasses on. They've had the blinders on. They've blocked coming forward, making another choice. And this has been a long-standing burden. The Empress is the epitome of unconditional love. She's a mother. She's a nurturer. She's very abundant. She can grow anything, and she's definitely not going to play games. She's going to sit there because she knows her worth. She knows her value, and I feel something coming full circle when it comes to an injustice with this Empress energy, Taurus, Libra. And then we get Taurus again with the Hierophant. So there is a higher level of commitment here, a divinely guided change. The Hierophant is the highest authority. I also feel a feminine here, a divine feminine here, who does have a direct connection to God's source, who's likely a healer, a psychic of some sort, and has maybe even predicted this fallout. So there's something needing to close out. Could be dealing with one of the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo. And we do got fire here, along with Gemini, Taurus, strong Taurus. And I do feel Pisces with that Two Cups. So maybe a Pisces came between a spiritual union. There was an opportunity for a passionate new beginning, and somebody just didn't put the work in. So let's take a look at this Eight of Pentacles. Part of this karmic rebalancing could be a job loss. So we get the Chariot, Cancer energy, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, somebody's at the crossroads, and somebody's pathway has been illuminated when it comes to which direction they need to go in. So two energies of moving. Somebody might be packing up and leaving a very toxic situation that they don't want to put the work into anymore. It could be a Cancer. And I think somebody wants to come in and apologize for not putting in the work when they should have. So there is victory and success here. Somebody's gathering their strength to master their emotions, to get in the driver's seat, to go in a new direction, and to likely bring forward an apology, because it's crossroads time. And I think somebody was playing into their ego, maybe, you know, clinging to control for materialism and greed, likely had many options, was a liar, was a cheat, was a thief, and is going through major ego death. I feel a masculine here shedding the old to bring in the new. Could be a Scorpio, because there's that justice coming in wherever it is needed when it comes to all of this past betrayal. So I feel this Empress was likely betrayed and stabbed in the back in the past, and there is a need for somebody to bring forward an apology. And I feel this Empress also has many options, and now somebody is like, oh my God, I'm taking the blinders off. I'm removing these blocks. I see the fox now. And I'm coming in for victory at all costs. So there is some profound life transformation taking place. Somebody's in the depths of these repressed emotions in order for a karmic rebalancing, for sure. Somebody is getting ready to come forward with truth, logic, using their discernment, And I think it's going to be a lot of truth to bear. And somebody's definitely been all up in their head worried about bringing forward this truth. So let's take a look at this manipulation. Yeah, there's that Emperor reversed. That's that masculine energy I was talking about. So yeah, there was a masculine that did not value his true Empress in the past. And I think definitely going through a massive ego death, trying to find all of their strength when it comes to coming in and seeking that forgiveness. Wow. We got the Emperor reversed with the strength. Definitely some ego battles there, without a doubt. Leo, Aries at the crossroads when it comes to seeking that forgiveness, when it comes to quite possibly a temptress that came between a true divine counterpart union. So somebody is seeking forgiveness. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of shame and guilt coming up. And somebody here is without a doubt going through a massive ego death for not putting in the work when it comes to a missed opportunity. So get ready for some bridges to be burned. As a masculine chooses to take that first step forward and to make that unexpected choice in love, they were definitely tempted by something toxic. And victory is here for the taking, but it might require you to go within and to really learn this lesson. Because somebody's been juggling two options for a very long time. They've been on the fence. There's been chronic indecision when it comes to taking action forward. Twos are all about crossroads, decisions, choices. And maybe this masculine has been going within, trying to learn the lesson. Somebody got tempted by a snake. And I kind of feel somebody's on the fence about coming in with a lot of passionate communication and revealing these secrets that have been hidden below the surface for quite some time. Because it's kind of time to rebalance the scales. I think get ready for a masculine to come back begging for a second chance, because they've been living with this deep-seated regret for a very long time, maybe up to 5 years. And it's kind of time to rebalance these scales. So let's take a look at this Ace of Cups and this Lovers. Yeah, 4 of Cups. Missed opportunity. And that King of Wands came back out with the 9 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. So yeah, walking away from what they thought was a soulmate connection. And I think the well has run dry. There's no more fun there. There's no more passion there. It was definitely a toxic trauma bond related to some unhealthy childhood wounding patterns. And it's kind of time to go deep into that wound and learn that lesson. So we're still feeling that Venus conjunct Chiron energy as well. So a major lesson being learned about a missed opportunity, and somebody didn't want to look at this. They were playing into the drinking, the partying, the third party drama, and now all they can think about is that missed opportunity with that Holy Grail chalice with their pre-empress. So there's definitely a masculine walking away from a situation that's just not serving his highest good. It's kind of time to leave this dissatisfaction behind and to come in for that missed opportunity. Somebody's getting ready to choose their true love, their empress. Let's take a look at this World reversed. Yep, there's that lack of decision coming through again. So somebody's definitely been going within when it comes to this past betrayal, backstabbing, secrets, lies, and that brand new abundant beginning lies with making amends for the past. So get ready for a blast from the past. Get ready to receive a lot of communication back and forth when it comes to some secrets, some lies that have recently been exposed, because somebody's held on to this burden for a long time. And this is likely going to lead to a lifetime partnership. So do get ready to receive a message. Somebody's breaking free from some drama and some chaos in an unrequited love situation, and they're about to get thrown out of that toxic situation, because the universe is saying the time is now for action. The time is now for action. So we got Virgo, Capricorn, we have fire, we have Gemini a couple of times, Pisces. There's that Pisces energy. I kind of feel somebody breaking free from somebody with strong Pisces in their chart, going towards possibly a Taurus, Libra. But there's a masculine here getting ready to make amends for the past, because yeah, this karmic cycle is rounding completion. And we are embracing these newfound divine unions in order to bring domestic harmony back into our lives. And this is about teaching and learning about this karmic completion and embracing our individuality. So a major ending. We go from the 9 to the 10. So we got 9, 10, 10. And then 57 equals 12, which breaks down to 3, which is that holy Trinity union. So there is a divine counterpart union coming together after reaching a major karmic completion. So let's get a couple more cards out, and I'm going to also grab some messages from the Power of Love Oracle deck. So individuality, spiritual partnership, physical activity. Maybe somebody, you know, has been very drained energetically in this contract, and they're kind of needing to embrace some physical activity. The chakra pathway needs that constant motion. So get moving, get out there, go for a walk, get moving when it comes to this gunked up energy, because I feel we're embracing our own individuality, stepping into our authentic truth, and that is definitely going to realign a spiritual partnership that is meant to come together. And it is about forgiveness. So what lesson have you learned? There's definitely somebody coming apart, coming undone in the energies when it comes to their past betrayal, their past negative actions, and learning a valuable lesson about what it means to be a true leader. The Emperor in reversed is a tyrant without his true match. The Emperor in reversed abandons you in your time of need with no regard for any emotional consequences, and something is coming back, because somebody is shedding their pride and their ego and getting ready to come forward and put in that effort within this connection. So present, I feel somebody is wanting to bring forth the energy of love in order to correct a past circumstance, and they want to cooperate now that they've come into a realization of, hey, this is my person and I didn't value her the first time around. And somebody is experiencing a lot of karma when it comes to cause and effect. Every action always has a reaction, and every thought that we create always creates an agent of change. So it's about creating those solid foundations. So it is about foundations. It is about love. It is about unity consciousness, which is what we came for. So I feel the masculine coming into this deep understanding of the love that they shared with this Empress, and the energy is amplified when it comes to the ripple effects of this cause and effect. So definitely somebody is reaping what they have sown, and karma is being balanced out wherever needed. So you might be experiencing some states of elevation, some states of transcendence when it comes to making conscious decisions, because somebody here is releasing something very toxic, coming to a place of acceptance that, hey, I can't control this situation. This person really isn't for me. There's no love here left. And it's kind of time to release this unwanted attachment in order to bring forward all of these new loving energies. So states of transcendence when it comes to detaching from a very karmic situation, releasing all of these negative, outdated patterns and beliefs that just are no longer serving our highest goods or our highest ideals of love. And I feel somebody is going deep within their emotions when it comes to understanding the pain that they've caused another, and getting ready to come forward with truth to demonstrate that truth and honesty. And it's about getting honest with your soul. If you want to manifest true love in your life, you kind of have to live every action with integrity. So it's about integrity and loyalty, getting back to integrity, being accountable, stepping into loyalty. And I feel an Emperor in reversed in the past was not reliable, was not loyal, was not devoted or consistent, and went towards, you know, a lustful temptress. And it's kind of time to bring forward reliability and to understand the depths of hurting another, because there's a lot of universal forces getting somebody to understand unity consciousness, to utilize their discernment, to distinguish love from fear, truth from illusion. So let's get a couple last messages from Spirit. Everything is all right. Release the need to know the outcome, because there is going to be a positive impact no matter how painful this change comes in. There's a lot of truth being exposed, and I do feel a masculine that's been overthinking this unhealthy situation, playing into obsessive thought patterns, and it's kind of time to recover from a very toxic karmic contract to go towards unity consciousness. And that is exactly what the Empress represents. So I also feel a divine feminine here, just kind of going within and relaxing, kind of knowing that everything is coming full circle. So let's see what other messages Spirit has for the collective when it comes to this reading today. What other messages does Spirit want the collective to know Definitely somebody learning a valuable lesson. I feel a masculine that went towards a karmic contract to learn a valuable lesson about reciprocity. And a masculine here feeling very depleted. They've not been reciprocated. And they've been through a very tough situation. And there is a need to recover. So a masculine, you know, the student in this scenario, finding himself in a very toxic circumstance that really isn't worth his time, his energy, and is being asked to release it because he's definitely been with somebody that's not respected him or treated him with just dignity and respect. And I also feel this emperor needs to balance some scales because they didn't treat this empress with dignity and respect. And there's going to be a major epiphany when it comes to walking away and detaching from a very toxic situation that was based in an old mindset. And the universe is bringing forward the divinely guided steps that you need to take when it comes to a situation that was fraught with deception, because there's secrets coming out. And there was a lot of manipulation. There was a lot of manipulation with that magician reverse. So there's a masculine here that I feel self-sabotaged when it comes to a deep love for what could have been a beautiful family structure. So get ready for somebody to get honest with you after they get rigorously honest with themselves about what is going on, because somebody wants to come forward and heal. They want to heal this past betrayal. They want to release this long-standing burden that's weighed heavy on their chest. And they want to embrace the future with their true match. So somebody's coming in trying a different approach. Get ready for somebody to finally put in the effort is kind of what I got, guys. And that's what I have for a message today. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please feel free to check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.